transform their lives using your unique soul blueprint. We all have a soul blueprint. We all have a way in which our soul decided it wants to grow and develop in this lifetime. We entered this life with a soul blueprint. Our soul came into this life knowing exactly who it wanted to interact with, what experiences it wanted to have, and how it wanted to grow and develop. And I'm saying all that, and you might be like, what's a soul blueprint? Like, what are you talking about, Larissa? And I just want to say that what I do is not special. Like, I am not special. I mean, I am. But what I do is not special. Anyone can do this. Like, if you are curious about your soul blueprint, if you're curious about the work your soul is here to do and how your soul is here to grow in this lifetime, you don't have to come to someone like me. It's not necessary. Like, in our lives, it is always beneficial and helpful to turn towards like spiritual teachers and mentors. But we're not supposed to rely on them 24/7. We're supposed to spread our wings and branch out and really feel into the truth of who you are and your soul and your potential and your gifts. Like you are here to unlock it. And of course, on the way, we can and we will and we do always find people that can support us on the way, but this workshop, this activation is one way to support you in like finding yourself, okay? I cannot, like, of course I can. I can tell you what your clairs are. I can connect you with your soul. I can tell you your specific next steps that you need to do, walk towards, accomplish. But I don't need to. You don't need me. You don't need anyone. So again, today we're going to do a Claire's workshop and activation with Jesus or Yeshua. So by the end of this workshop, my intention is for you to really feel into your body. And part of you feeling into your body and like discovering or rediscovering or, becoming aware of the powerful parts of you is it also comes with it comes with intention on your part, like I can share everything I share, right? I can share how to connect with Jesus, how to connect with your clairs, how to expand your abilities, how to feel powerful as yourself. And you can listen and you can walk away like, wow, that was amazing. That was powerful and impactful. But if you don't do the follow-up work, then you'll lose that light. You'll lose that energy as time goes on. So again, the intention with this workshop is for to open the door to you for you to do the work, for you to tap into your soul, for you to connect with your soul gifts, for you to feel powerful like as who you are. All right? Because we are all powerful. We all have gifts. We can all connect to our soul and our soul blueprint and what our soul would have us for us in this lifetime. Okay. Hi, see you in the comments. So I'm going to really super briefly go over the clairs. So if you have any questions or thoughts, you can just throw it in the chat. Like, what is number one? What is your experience with your abilities, with your clair senses? If you think about all the different clairs, right? And I'll go through them, but if you think about all the different clairs just right now, like as you are off the top of your head, is there any clair that's sticking out to you? Like, yeah, sometimes I know things. I could be claircognizant. Or sometimes, yeah, I do have like little visions or dreams. I could be clairvoyant. Or yeah, sometimes I do feel kind of like something in my ear. Like maybe I can hear someone. Maybe I could be clairaudient. And even if you don't have an experience of any of these clear senses, just like your heart tingling of like, for me, it's always been like clairvoyance, right? Like, oh yeah, like I want to learn about that. I want to know about that. I wish I could do that. So if any clair kind of jumps out at you and kind of like gets your heart like vibrating and gets you excited, then just know there is something there for you to explore, and that is your soul speaking to you. Our souls speak to us through our emotions, through our experiences, through how we light up. Okay. And again, like through our experiences, like our soul, remember that we are all one and we're connected to everything. And the things like the media you interact with, like the songs you hear, the movies you see, even like when you're like randomly, like you hear the radio and someone says something, you're just walking by, or even there's two people having a conversation and you walk by and you hear something. All of these things that we encounter every single day, it is our soul talking to us from the outside because we are all one. So it's like in your everyday life, your soul is trying to get your attention. It's trying in so many ways. And you're watching movies and you're talking to friends and you're around so many people, and so that's, again, like part of the intention is that you become powerful. And part of being powerful is being present. And I feel like that's something that is so, so important, that we all have to get present. We have to ground into this current moment. We have to take a moment to like really settle in and be aware of what's going on around you, because your soul's talking to you and your soul wants to reach you, and they're trying all these different ways to communicate with you. Okay, so number one, if you want to develop your clairs, if you want to connect to your soul, you have to be present. And I know some people will say, like, you really need to meditate, you need to go into nature, all these things are important. But remember that your life, like in the past, like spiritual teachers and mentors, they had to like go away to these magic mystery schools, right? Our life is our mystery school. Everything that's going on around you, everything you are like involved in, every person you talk to, it is your soul talking to you. It is your soul like, hey, look at me, listen, listen, I have things to offer. Okay, and the more we can become present, the more we become aware of the people and the situations and everything around us, the more we connect with our soul. Okay, you don't have to go somewhere else to connect with your soul. Right here in life, right here, in all the things and all the ways, your soul is talking to you. Your soul is trying to catch your attention. Okay, so number one, if you want to grow your clairs, you need to be present. You have to kind of like, like send your ears out a little further. Like imagine being around a lot of people is overwhelming, right? So a lot of the times when we're out in public, we kind of like create this bubble, we create the space. Like I'm not going to look, at people, I'm not going to listen to people, whatever, right? And it's like spirit is like, no, like expand. Like when you're outside, expand. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm talking about this for a long time, but we're moving on. Okay. Number one, if you want to grow your clairs, you should get present and just be aware that your spirit is talking to you in all the ways, all the time. Okay. And if you want to grow your clairs, the first thing you need to do is to trust that what you are receiving is from your soul. Okay. And the easiest way to do that is just to look around life because your soul is physically, like in this physical experience, it is communicating with you. And I think it's really hard for people to think, like, how can I connect to my clairs when, like, your clairs can't be like, they can't be quantified, they can't be validated by anyone. So if you start with your physical life, then yes, it can be validated. Other people can hear what you're hearing, can experience what you're experiencing, and they can reflect that back to you like, oh my God, I did just read that sentence in that book. Well, that really hit hard. Oh my God, I did just hear that song come on the radio. I do think, your guardian angel is speaking to you. Okay, so just know that your soul's speaking to you in the real life. And to develop your clairs, you have to be present to what's already there. It's already there. It's already there. And you don't have to like, oh, like be so hard on yourself to like, it's almost like, I feel like one of the blocks that people experience when working on their clairs is that nothing is real and it can't be like, it can't be proven, right? Like, am I hearing this? And then you go through all these things of distrusting yourself, right? Um, you start like distrusting yourself and what you're receiving. But when you tune into your physical life and you just look around you and you hear what you're hearing around you and you pay attention, you're already working on your clairs, okay? And this is number one, the easiest way to develop your clear abilities. It's by being present to your soul all around you. Your soul's talking to you, it's trying to catch your attention, it wants to guide you, it already knows. All right. So, oh, thank you, that dude. I'm so glad you're here and you're enjoying it. I'm looking at an angel. Oh, look at that. But like with like a funny shirt. Okay, so I love you guys so much. So that's step number one for your clairs. I'll go over the clairs like super, super like quickly because I mean, the internet is oversaturated. So if you're really curious about diving deeper into the clears, I would suggest like, doing a quick little Google. I'm not going to get into it like really, really deeply because I'm really here to just open your awareness to number one, that your clears exist in the physical sense. Okay. So becoming more aware and more present is going to support your clears developing. And number two, we're going to do an activation with Jesus. Okay. So, clairs. Okay. So we have our clairvoyance, right? So that's like I see visions. Clairvoyance is also connected with the dream world, with like lucid dreaming, with not even like lucid dreaming, but the ability to remember dreams and recall dreams, and also to synthesize your dreams and to like receive the message from them. Okay. That's clairvoyance. We have clairaudience. So we can like some people can physically hear like beings speaking to them, right? That could be your soul, your guardian angels, ascended masters, any angel, right? You can have clair sentience, your feeling. We're gonna work on that one. And that all is about like your heart. But another big thing to know about clair sentience is that having a calm nervous system is important to like discern clairsentience. But what's really interesting is if you have a super like the thing I'm getting is like on call. Like if you have like a nervous system that's like on call, on guard, that actually supports clairsentience also. Because if your nervous system is on guard, it's already kind of like feeling out like what's going on, what's going on. So it's like your clairsentience can develop because you're in a heightened state of awareness. Okay. So that's really interesting. And a lot of people who have trauma very, very easily develop clairsentience because they're completely open and feeling out for what's going on around them. So that's something that people with trauma develop naturally, which is really interesting, right? We have our clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience. We have clairgustance. So maybe you and salience. So maybe you are smelling things like, have you ever thought about someone who passed and all of a sudden you smell like their perfume, or if they were a smoker, you can smell smoke, or you can smell like a certain food they like to cook or eat, like all of that is a clear sense too. So being able to smell or taste random smells or tastes, that's a clear sense. Like we can do that also. And you can develop like I said, for these clear abilities, there's lots of information online of how to develop these abilities in the physical world. So I'm not getting into that. You can do all your own research. Today, I'm just, like I said, I'm opening up your awareness, and we're going to do an activation with Jesus or Yeshua to support our clear senses in becoming or being clear vessels for spirit to interact with us. So if this is something you're interested in, then, in a couple minutes, we will do this activation. And I think that's all I have. I just, again, want to say before we do this activation, that it's really important to be present, please. It's like, I feel like that's the biggest message from Jesus is that if you really want to do this, if you really are interested in having, quote, psychic clear abilities, the number one thing to do is to be present and do not pull yourself away from life. Don't think that, oh, I need to live in nature. I need to separate myself. I need to meditate all day long. Like all of these things can be helpful and are helpful. But again, the number one thing that's going to grow your clairs is your ability to be present and to notice the energy all around you. Okay, I love you guys. All right, let's do this activation. This was super fast and quick, so that's cool. Okay, so this activation is actually part of my body scan practice. And when you connect with your body, like all things are possible because, just really quick, I'm not going to get into this, but every single cell of your body is filled with your DNA. Your DNA is your link to your soul. So in every single cell of your body lives your soul. So you have millions and millions of copies of your soul all over your body, okay? And when you connect with your body, you connect to the wisdom of your soul, to the advice of your soul. All right, so we're doing this activation with Jesus. But as you do the body scan practice, this is part of it. Okay, this is like a little segue at the end, the energetic work. Let's do it, friends. All right, so I want you to sit down or lay down comfortably. You can keep your eyes open or closed. Oh, you have to see my hands. Look at my hands. Okay. So just kind of like settle in, take a deep breath. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels good for you. I am looking at my hands, okay? So if that helps you, you can do that also. So I want you to kind of like fix your gaze on your hands, and you can either fix your eye, like your regular eyes, or your third eye. And when you're focusing with your third eye, like really imagine there's another eye and it's a different view than looking with your eyes, right? So really just kind of soften your eyes and imagine you're looking at your hands or look at them, and Jesus is putting his hands out. He's standing right in front of you. And he also has his hands out and he's putting his hands under yours, which is interesting. Usually he goes on top, but okay. He's putting his hands under your hands. So under your left hand is his right hand, under your right hand is his left hand. And all just kind of feel into it. What do your hands feel like knowing that Jesus's hands are under yours? And his hands are already fully activated, so you might already feel like some tingles, some heat. Your fingers might start twitching, and the energy is already flowing down from his hands up into your hands. In the center of your hands, we have two hand portals. So we're just going to let those hand portals open up very gently. So just imagine if you had a hand portal, what it would look like, how it would feel to open up gently and feel that energy of Jesus's healing hands moving through your hands, like spreading from the center of your palm, filling your fingers, and just pulsing in your hands. Okay. And you can say, I accept, I allow the energy of Jesus's healing hands to move through my hands. I allow the energy of Jesus's healing hands to move through my hands for the greatest good of all. I allow the energy of Jesus's healing hands to move through me for the highest good of all. And when you say things 3 times, it makes it even better. You can rub your hands together a little bit if you want. Do whatever you feel like. You can like stretch a little. Okay, now we're gonna put our hands over our heart. So right hand over left, and I want you so Jesus's hands, he's laying them on top of your hands. So as you put your hands on your heart, we're going to allow Jesus's healing hands to flow through our hands into our heart. So right now, he's not only activating your hands, but he's activating your heart as a heart of receiving. The more love that you experience in your life, and the love you experience in life is from you. It's your love, okay? So sometimes we go through really fucked up situations, okay? And I'm not like invalidating it and I'm not like throwing that away, but what I'm saying is everything you've experienced up to this point is a reflection of who you are on a soul level. And as we allow Jesus's healing hands to move through our hands into our heart, we are allowing our love to flow into our lives. Okay. I allow myself to be seen. I allow my true self to be seen. I allow my soul to breathe. I allow my soul to live in my waking life, to see, to hear, to feel, to know, to experience. I allow my soul to move with me. I allow my soul to alert me to what I need to see, what I need to hear, what I need to feel, what I need to know. I allow my soul to move with me, to expand with me, to support me, to guide me. I allow my soul to move through all of my centers of being and knowing to support my current life. I allow my soul to guide the way. And I trust my soul. I trust my soul. I trust everything that's going on. Okay. All right. In our hands, we're going to do left over right. We're going to put it over our third eye. And we're going to, again, just feel how the energy like flows in through your third eye. I allow my third eye to be recalibrated to always notice the light of God all around me. No matter what situation I find myself in, no matter what people I find myself around, I allow myself to always see and notice the thread of God, of love, all around me. Now, okay, in your ears. We're going to do this 2 times, okay? So we're going to put our hands like this and then we're going to switch them. Okay, so feel the energy flowing from your hand portals into your ears. I allow myself to always see the thread of love all around me. Through all situations and all people, I can always hear the thread of God and of true love all around me. I can always hear the light. No matter what's going on, I can always hear the light. Okay, we're going to switch our hands. And notice if you feel a difference. Okay, I allow myself to hear the light of God all around me. I allow myself to hear love, true love, through every experience and every person I encounter. I can always hear true love around me. And just feel how that like white healing energy flows in through your ears. In through your ears, through your brain, throughout your head. So just feel like what it feels like. Like, do you feel light moving? Do you feel energy moving? Do you feel tingles? Okay, we're gonna do our throat now. So right over left on your throat. And again, feel how the energy, the healing energy of Jesus just flows in through your throat. I allow myself to speak God into existence. I allow myself to always speak love when I can, to always share love and speak God into existence in real life. In my experiences, in every situation, around every person, I allow myself to be a vessel of God, of love on this earth. And just feel how, again, like that light through your hands just moves in like through your throat. Last one, we're going to put our hands on our crown. Okay, so I allow myself to be connected to the light of God at all times. Through all situations, around all people, I allow myself to always experience the light of God, of true love, in every experience, in every encounter. And so it is. Okay, hold your hands out one more time. Jesus is now taking your hands, so now he's putting his hands on yours. And he is saying, thank you. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for your willingness and your openness, and that life is ready to change. The tides are ready to turn. It is your time to feel your power, to feel empowered. It's your time, like through chaos, through confusion. It's your time to stand firmly as who you are and trust that you are here for a reason with a purpose. You are here for a reason. You have a purpose. Jesus is giving you a hug, so let him squeeze you a little bit. I love you guys so much. This was super short. Let me know how this lands for you. Praising God. I'm just scrolling the comments. I love you guys so much. Um, any thoughts, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. And just be open to what happens. And remember, the most important thing you can do is to be present. That's it. Okay. So it's not like you have to, like, I have to start like having visions. I have to start hearing spirit. No, like all you have to do is be present. Okay. Like, so for the next like 1 hour, like give yourself a time limit. For the next 1 hour, just see what you hear, what you experience around you in the physical world, because it is your soul talking to you. Okay. The first step to growing your clairs, to increasing your abilities, is to be present and notice what is already there. You don't have to make up anything, and you don't need validation when it's physical things that you're taking in and reacting and responding to. Okay. Your soul is present in everything. Your soul is present all around you and it wants your attention. It wants to talk to you. It wants to share. It wants to guide you. So all you have to do is be present, be in the moment, and be present. Listen, pay attention, look, and respond, and see how your soul is talking to you every single second of the day. I love you so much. Leave the comments below and let me know how this lands for you. I am Larissa. I'm a soul guide and I'm here to support you by connecting you with your soul blueprint. We all have a soul blueprint and this is not special. You can connect with your soul blueprint. You don't need me. But if you want me, check out the comments. Love you. Have a great day.